Taking this compressor apart here. It was on a failed Quest 506 that the expansion valve capillary tube, when it was installed, the tubes were not nicely laid out so they don't rub against anything, and they rubbed against a line, so it lost a charge into the head of the capillary tube to the expansion valve. Didn't meter the refrigerant right, and when I got there, the compressor was just basically humming and not turning. It didn't burn any of the coils or anything like that, but I can't spin the shaft. It's frozen up, definitely, and that explains why it was just turning into basically a inductive or a resistant heater. All these field coils were heating up and becoming nothing more than a radiant heater. And if you remember, I licked my finger and I touched it, and it literally boiled my spit. That's how hot this got. And that was unfortunate, and it could have all been avoided if during manufacturing they took out the time and be careful the way they laid out their capillary tubes and make a spring kind of swirl where there's gaps, and where they ran the tubes would not have touched anything. This would not have happened. Here's another failure port after enough years. If you look, this rust here, you see all this rust coming down under this insulation. Between here, water will get come in where they have the weld inside there, and the paint was not good enough. As it builds up, it pits this muffler right here, and it will eventually go all the way through, and you lose your gas charge. And usually by the time the customer notices it, because it will be slow, they'll also sometimes burn out a compressor. So things like this are known failure points that cause failures that could be avoided if you prep the parts, paint them white, right, make them airtight so there's no fail points. Yeah, I'm going to take this down some more. And the compressor was manufactured in Thailand, but I think I seen the part, this part, thermal limiter right here. Does this say made in Japan? Yeah, that's a Japanese part, so it's a high quality part. It's a LG. This would have last 10, 15, 20 years. All you have to do is make sure you always have airflow, make sure you always have refrigerant, never go low on airflow or refrigerant. Compressors don't wear out. They're murdered. They don't die.